You see, you have to know that it's not everyone that you call your friend. You understand? And someone always said friendship is by choice, it's not by force. Now, these are the people you have to be aware of when you see this kind of people in your life. And full disclaimer, by the end of this video, if anyone comes to your mind, then I think you already know what you have to do, the actions you need to take, because we're talking of very, very serious issues here. You know, the first character of the kind of person that shouldn't be in your life like a friend is the person that continuously makes you feel guilty for succeeding or for progressing in life. Meanwhile, their lives may be rotating around the same spot, that may be around the same area of failure, or repeating or marking time around their lives. And while you're advancing, you're making progress, you're changing levels, they try to make you feel guilty about that. You know, Bishop David Oyedepo always says that 20 children cannot play together for 20 years, meaning as time passes, people have to change, people have to grow, life has to take people to different directions. The kind of friendship that is tied with some level of emotional guilt and emotional blackmail for you to sit on the same spot of limitations and failure and mediocrity simply because they are your friends is the exact kind of person you need to get rid of from your life. Another trait you'll notice is acute low self-esteem, meaning that this person feels so insecure, especially when you begin making new friends or you begin meeting new people simply because you're making new efforts in your line of work or in your career, in your dreams. So eventually, obviously, you have to meet new people, make new friends. And then this becomes a threat to their emotional security because they somehow have defined their image as a friend of yours, and perhaps even in their mind the ultimate and single friend. So the moment you start interacting with other people, they start getting all emotionally blackmaily about it. You know, that is a trait of someone you don't want around your life. And low self-esteem can also express itself in the form where this person is forced to keep reminding you of the times you guys had in the past. I mean, that was 5, 10, 20 years ago. Things have changed. We got to move on and explore new opportunities. But if the person keeps hanging on, remember when I did this for you, remember when we were this, remember when, or they simply kind of, have to languish in an emotional squalor of their own state. Like, I may not be as successful as you are. I may not have made as much money as you have made. But one thing I do remember is that I've been your most loyal friend. In your bad times, I was there for you. And they go on and on and on with this blabbling to emotionally blackmail you so that you can hit the brakes on your engine and not just wait for them, but stay with them in mediocrity line right at the back. This is the kind of person you don't want in your life. Another trait is a short-sighted person that cannot see the vision that you're sharing with them. Once you have someone that you call a friend who is short-sighted and cannot share your vision and see eye to eye on your dreams, then there are two things that happen. Number one, they start talking you down, talking negatively and trying to discourage you out of that dream. Because number one, first, they know if you actually achieve that dream, because they are visionless and you become a person of vision, you're going to leave them behind. So they are looking for company, so they have to see to it that they discourage you from rising above the mediocrity level that all of you guys are. Number two, they will be the worst advisor you can have, and perhaps even the worst management advisor, because a critical component for good management is vision. When you know that in 2 weeks you're going to be receiving this amount of bills to pay or this amount of responsibilities, that vision cautions you on how to manage the funds you have now, the debts you have now, the assets you have now. So vision is a critical component for good management. So if you have a friend who lacks vision, it's the same friend who tells you, why save? Life happens now. Let's enjoy. Let's live life at the moment. Tomorrow, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. We could die. But you are telling them, no, I know the tomorrow I'm looking after, and it's that tomorrow is my vision and my dream. I may get it, or as I may not get it, but I better be prepared and ready for it and not get it, then that it meets me unprepared. Another trait, this one I think is the most emotionally draining, and perhaps you should avoid this one as the plague, is the person still like low self-esteem, but that constantly wants your approval, constantly seeks your approval. First, the person is automatically saying you are better than them, and you have to keep endorsing them for them to feel good. You have to endorse their dressing when they get a new dress, a new shoe. You have to endorse their choice of what school to go to or what program to follow. You have to endorse them. And so the moment you don't endorse them or simply give an honest opinion about the choice they make, it becomes an issue of contention. What makes strong friendship is the freedom to be able to disagree while still being together. Is the freedom to share and air your opinions with mutual respect. But if you have to be working with someone where you have to, like they say in French, you have to walk as though you are walking on X because you're afraid that one wrong step might smash their ego or crack their self-esteem and bring down this rain of emotional blackmail and squalor, then that is not the kind of person you want around your life. You want tough people. You want people who give you tough love, who will tell you the truth the way it is, and also accept the truth from you exactly the way it is. Anything else, I believe, is not friendship, or maybe perhaps some sort of socialist arrangement where I owe you to tell you nice things because we are together. No, I don't owe you. I should tell you nice things because you have earned and deserved and done nice things, and because I want to. And that way it's more valuable coming from me because you know I'm not doing that under any oppression or any subjection nor coercion. So those are some of the very critical traits that shouldn't be found in people that you call your friends. If anyone has come to mind, or a number of people, then one thing I'm going to advise you is not just that you go outright and cut off the friendship. That may be considered rude or arrogant, but you have to start putting up a mechanism that gradually distances yourself from these people, from their toxic nature, from their intoxicative attitude and character, so that you can preserve your emotional, mental stability to pursue the life and the dreams that are right before you. Remember, you have a choice. There is no such thing as you owe someone to be their friend. You may have had a great time. They may have done you a great service in the past. Do all you can to repay them and to even the playing game. If you can, if you cannot, then, life is all about that, helping people even if they cannot pay you back. If someone now has to hold you on the hook simply because of what they did to you in the past, then really they are not deserving of your company, because that is not the character of a good and deserving person. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and that really helps us. And subscribe, hit that bell if you're new here. A big shout out to all our patrons for making this content possible. You too can support us. The link is down below. I'd like to know from you, what are other traits of very toxic and corrupt people that you shouldn't have around you as friends? Please add them down below, and we'll be happy to learn from all your comments. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.